Ira New Gods issue 1 and issue 2, and this has got to be one of my new favorite ongoing series right now. Let's talk about it. It's hard to put into words how amazing they are doing with this series, y'all. V and Evan Cagle have now become two of my favorite comic creators ever. I'm calling it right now. This book is going down in the history books. I'm telling you, this is what I have gone through an entire New Gods reading order ever since this book was announced. And this is one of the only series I've read that is truly, truly on the level of Jack Kirby, the king himself's original work. Whether it's the art, the writing, the covers, the plotting, everything about this series is absolutely amazing and you really need to check it out. Let me give you a little preview of this amazing plot that we've gotten so far. I won't give away too much because I don't want to spoil it. You need to go read this amazing story for yourself. But basically, so Orion, the war dog, the absolute badass of New Genesis, has been sent on a mission by Highfather to go take down a new god that has been discovered on Earth in India. And this new god, we find out in the second issue that he kind of just appeared. We don't know what really his story is yet, and I really enjoy that. Ramsey introducing a lot of elements of mythological tales in this. He talked about that a lot whenever he was announcing this series, so I'm super excited to see more of that. When Orion finds out he has to do this mission, and he is not happy about it, he goes to Mr. Miracle, the goodest, the best new god, my favorite new god, to be 100% honest. And because he knows that Scott is such a good person, such an amazing hero, filled with such a sense of justice, that he will not allow Orion to kill this kid without involving himself, without trying to stop Orion. He knows that regardless, because Scott Free now has a kid with Big Barda in issue 1. The Live Free is the name of the kid. It's really cute name. And so Orion goes and has a conversation with Mr. Miracle, and oh my god, I cannot express how much the dialogue in that conversation was absolutely amazing. The characterizations of both of these characters are absolutely perfect. Scott talks about his time on Apocalypse, talks about how he's been trying to escape these constant missions, so trying to escape from his life as a new god, just trying to live a normal life with his family. But because Orion has come and told him about this mission, he knows that he's right and that Scott cannot stop himself from trying to save this child. So it sets up a really cool conflict between these two brothers, where Orion is going to be trying to kill this child and Scott is going to be trying to save the child. And originally, Scott tries to leave Barda and his daughter out of it, but we see in issue 2 that Barda is having none of that. We get this absolutely gorgeous page. I just have to really compliment the lettering on this page. Lettering freaking big as Big Barda. That is so deserving of this character. And she says, "The fucking nerve of you, Scott Free." Absolutely hilarious. Really great characterization for her as well. She would never let Scott go on some random adventure by himself whenever she is perfectly capable of being the badass she is and helping out. So I really enjoyed this aspect of the story. I'm so excited to see Scott and Baltimore. They are like by far my favorite comic couple ever. So I'm super excited to see this part of the story. And now this is only the plot that's happening on Earth. Now let me get to the stuff that's happening on New Genesis and Apocalypse. I almost forgot to mention, but Maxwell Lord is also taking an interest in the New Gods in this series. He's kind of tracking this child and trying to, seemingly harness the energy of the source and of a new god for his own whatever we don't know what his plan is yet, but I am super interested to see where that leads, because I've never really seen Maxwell Lord involved with the New Gods before, and he seems to have a really interesting partner that's revealed in issue 2. I won't spoil that, but definitely very interested in that storyline as well. Now for the stuff on Apocalypse and New Genesis. We begin after the death of Darkseid with a very unsettling calm before the storm on both Apocalypse and New Genesis, before Apocalypse fucking explodes into all-out war in the second issue, whenever all of Darkseid's minions are attacking each other, trying to gather power on Apocalypse and become the new Darkseid. And it is really awesome to see, and all these character designs are absolutely amazing. Evan Cagle is doing so well with all of the characters. Apocalypse looks great. This one panel of Mantis looks really cool. Mantis looks absolutely sick in this freaking panel. I mean, like, I really love because he's a bug, basically. So I love the way his armor is fleshy and has veins and scars and deformities. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love the art on this series. And while Apocalypse is an all-out war, New Genesis is dealing with these Highfather having these visions of new gods, of these people that are coming called the Niktari, this war race that's coming to take down Apocalypse and take down the new gods to be able to completely wipe out the fourth world. And we really don't know all that much about these guys yet, but they are so badass. The opening of issue 2 introduces their leader. I won't show him off yet because that scene really needs to be read yourself to get the full effect, but it's absolutely badass. I'm so excited to see this new god. Here's a little sneak peek of him. It looks absolutely badass with an awesome sword and some absolutely gorgeous art by Jesse Longren showing the absolutely cosmically disguised cast of the new gods. The villains and everything they're introducing in this series is truly on the scale deserving of the new gods. Cosmic, expansive, just absolutely as big as it can possibly be, and it is so deserving of this absolutely amazing cast of characters that Jack Kirby himself created. This book just has everything you could possibly want from a new God series. Amazing fights, cosmic scale villains, amazing plotting set between Big Barda and Scott Free versus Orion, and this new kid that they're introducing, both the new God and Live Free, Scott Free's new child. We've got a brand new alien race of new gods, maybe, that are coming to attack Apocalypse, war on Apocalypse, absolute chaos on New Genesis. Everything, friggin' crazy visions, mythological tales being spun. I cannot praise this series enough, y'all. And if this video has not convinced you to do it, I have no idea what will convince you to pick up this series. But yeah, wow, V and Evan Cagle, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making this series. I'm so happy. I'm so happy every single time that I read this. I'm so upset that I have to wait another month for issue 3. But you know what? That is the price of being a comic fan and picking up ongoing series. So, please check out this series. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot give it enough praise.